Hello, boys and girls. Today we're finishing up Chapter 7, Organizing and Using Graphs. We're going to start here with our vocabulary. The words highlighted in yellow say bar graph, data, picture graph, and survey. So we're going to fill in the blanks here with the vocabulary word that makes sense. Number 1 says, a blank shows data using bars. Do you think that would be a bar graph, a picture graph, data, or survey? Let's see if this makes sense. A bar graph shows data using bars. Yes, that sounds good, doesn't it? That would be a bar graph. It shows data using bars. Number 2 says a blank, I'm going to cross that one out too. A blank shows data using pictures. Well, if a bar graph shows data using bars, then a picture graph shows data using pictures, doesn't it? I don't know if I'm going to fit that all on here, so that's okay. All right, so we are now left with data, which is another word for information, and survey. Another word, number 3 says, another word for information is, yes, data. And number 4 says you can collect data by taking a survey. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, then it means that we've made a mistake up here in one of these other sentences, but I think that does make sense. Yeah, survey is the question that you ask the same question to get your information, a survey. Okay, now we're going to write the totals in this tally chart here of favorite ways to move: walking, running, and skipping. Okay, 3 people said their favorite way to move is walking. 4 people said their favorite way is running, and 3 people said skipping. Now, use the chart to answer this question. Do more people like skipping or running? Yeah, 4 is more than 3, so running. They like running more than skipping, don't they? Okay, now we're going to turn the page. And number 6 here says write the totals in this tally chart. This tally chart says favorite sea animals: whales, dolphins, and sharks. Okay, how many people said whales were their favorite? 2. So I can get my pen ready. Okay, 2. And how many people said dolphins? That would be 5, 6. And here's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 people said they liked sharks the best. Now we're going to use the information in the tally chart to make a bar graph. So we need 2 boxes colored to make a bar here by the whales. And we need 6 bars for the dolphins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I know these. And remember, we want to have a sharp edge here at the end of our bar, don't we? And then the last one on the sharks, we need 9. Well, here's a 9 at the end here, so we know that our bar needs to come all the way to the end here. Or we could have counted the boxes. Either way. Okay, now to answer the questions, use this graph above to answer these questions. How many people chose dolphins? 6, because if we follow this bar down here, we find the number 6. And what sea animal got fewer than 5 votes? Well, here's 5. Which bar is shorter than 5? This top one, and so that would be whales. What sea animal? The whales got fewer than 5 votes. How many people chose sharks and whales? Okay, sharks, that was the 9. And whales, 2. So that would be 9 plus 2 equals 11, doesn't it? So 11 people chose sharks and whales. And how many students were surveyed in all? That means we can either add up all of these numbers here, or we can, well, we can't really count the boxes because we kind of covered them up. So we already know that there were 11 sharks and whales. So let's count them from 11, the 6, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 students were surveyed in all. Okay, now let's see what's on the back or on the next page. All right, so now we have a little story here. We still have to fill in the totals. I can get my pen ready. Okay, so the title of this chart is Favorite Subject between Math, Science, and Reading. Okay, 5 plus 1 more is 6 people said math was their favorite subject. 4 people said science. And 3 people said reading. Okay, so this says Adam asked his friends about their favorite subjects, and this is what they said. Okay, so we just filled in that tally chart and wrote the totals. Now, Gemma counts how many, okay, this is a bar graph called glasses of water. So Gemma counts how many glasses of water each person drinks in one day. How many glasses does her dad drink? Okay, so this says mom, dad, and Gemma. Okay, so they want to know how many glasses does her dad drink? And here's dad, and so dad, here's the end of his bar. Dad drinks 4, doesn't he? Okay, all right. Then we move on to this page, and it says use the data to make each graph. So here's the data. Again, get my pen. Okay, here is the data. 3 people walk to school, 6 people ride the bus, and 4 people ride their bikes. The survey question must be, how do you get to school? Oh, look, here's the title, How We Get to School. Title of this one, How We Get to School. The title of this one, How We Get to School. This one is called a tally chart because they took the information and made tallies. We need to write the totals. 3 people said they walk, 6 people said they ride the bus, and 4 people said they ride their bike. Okay, we're going to make this a picture graph, except it's too small. I can't draw pictures of someone walking, so I'm just going to draw counters to represent the people that chose these things. So I need 3 counters for walking, and I need 6 for bus, and I need how many for bike? 4. Okay, that would be a picture chart or a picture graph, I should say. And now this one will be a bar graph. We're going to make a bar graph here. Okay, so we need 3 bars. 1, 2, 3. Nice sharp edge here at the end. And fill it in. Okay, and then 6 people ride the bus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the whole length of the chart. And almost done. Just want to fill in some more white spaces. And the number then of people that ride their bike is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't decide which is faster to color, back and forth or up and down. Be careful at the edge. Yeah, so that we want it to look like a bar. Okay, there we go. Now we can tell at a quick glance that more children ride the bus, and then the next would be riding their bicycles, and last would be walking. All right, I think there's one more page to our review. Oh, no, look at that. It says the next chapter is measurement and time, but we actually, I think, are going to go ahead and do a little chapter of our own on money. And then when we're done with our chapter on money, then we will start chapter 8, where we're talking about measurement and time. So good luck on the test.